Let's see, there's one thing that carried me through all of the different positions that I've held, and that's telling a great story. And I was in university, went to U of T, and I was doing women's studies, but I started getting into film, ethnographic film, and I loved just that format of telling a story. And so I started writing myself. I started getting more involved in the crafting of a script. I started volunteering in the arts while I was still in Toronto. And then I landed a job in the film industry, not quite in the area I wanted, but in casting for Hollywood North, which is, you know, all these American films that come to film for a bit cheaper in Toronto. I worked my way up to an associate, and then as a director on some movies, a casting director, and then I just loved storytelling. But there was something, I'm from Ottawa, and there's something in my heart that kept pulling me back, and I think it's the political arena here in Ottawa, which I missed. I also miss skiing, and I miss my family. But there's a certain vibe in Ottawa. My mother worked in the not-for-profit sector, and my father was heavily involved in the political arena. And so those two streams they flow through me. And so there's something calling me in Ottawa. And I knew that all the storytelling skills that I acquired in the film industry could be put to use in the not-for-profit sector and be put to use for good. Well, it's a whole different area, not-for-profit. Communications roles are not, they're hard to find. A lot of not-for-profits can't afford to have a communications person on board or in-house. So it's difficult to find a communications position in your exact area of interest. So you have to search around a little bit. But another thing that people should know, that if they do land that perfect job, your communications budget is not going to be that big. So you have to be creative, and you have to get creative every single day. And you may blow your budget in one event. So it takes just a different level of skill. You have to get creative, and you can do that through writing. You can do that through a whole bunch of means that get the message out that don't cost a lot of money. It doesn't necessarily have to be the news release that's posted on the wire. There are other ways, especially these days, to get the message out on a thin budget. Well, there's cuts. There's cuts everywhere. You need to know that it's your job is not always safe, and it doesn't happen to everyone, but it does happen. So that's a challenge, and coming from the person who changes jobs quite often, I encourage people to continually look around, because I think that you are really the only person who's going to watch your own back. And look around and I guess make a plan of what you want to do, because there may not be budget or room to move up in the current job that you're at. So look around elsewhere and outside of the organization that you're working at, or go off on your own. Take that leap. Mm-hmm. So, but I think the challenge is the environment is not hostile. However, it's not there to hug you every day. Be truthful, be genuine, always strive for quality, do the best that you can, as cheesy as it sounds, do the best that you can, go with your gut, because if you're a good person, then your gut is probably going to steer you in the right direction. But we are, it's fun spinning. I mean, that's what we do, right? We take one thing, one fact, one nugget of information, and we spin it in all different directions so that it can be consumed by this group, by this group, by this group. We're just giving everybody what they want, really.
So spin doesn't have to be a four-letter bad word.
It does not. It does not at all. It does not. And I think people involved in the political arena, that's where people are really spinning. But of course they are. They're all passionate about whatever strife that they're involved in, whatever party they're involved in. It just shows a passionate person a lot of the time in politics.